Not every life is measured in milestones. Some are measured in presence, in the way people show up when it matters most.
One of the earliest memories I have of the Harrises was when I was a third-year resident. I had just signed with the South Bend Clinic, and we were living on Madison Street in South Bend. One evening, down the sidewalk came the Harrises, just making sure that their stroll that evening included a stop by our house to welcome us. The first thing you're struck with is how friendly they are, how interested they are in you. And I think that's just the approach that they take with everyone.
I first met Jim and Holly Harris, I believe after a symphony concert, where they came and just sort of said, great concert, wonderful connection, and to meet fellow music lovers was a wonderful experience, and I was drawn to them immediately.
We've known Jim and Holly since probably the mid-1990s. When they came to South Bend, we met them on the soccer fields when our kids were playing soccer together, and we formed a quick friendship.
It's not just what they do, it's how people feel when they're around them.
They seem to find time for everybody. When you're having a conversation with them, they actually listen. They're not just talking at you to be done with it. They're just very kind, and I think because of that, they are excellent doctors, but they are also wonderful friends and great contributors to the community.
They are very generous with their time, they're very generous with their skill set that they provide our community, and they're highly involved.
They're loving, they are caring, they are invested in you as a person, no matter if it's a patient or a friend or just an acquaintance. They are interested and they care. And they make that obvious in everything they do.
Jim and Holly's involvement in the nonprofit ecosystem in our region extends beyond, arts organizations, health organizations, education organizations. It really touches so many groups in town. And they're involved at every level, donating their time, their resources, getting other people excited and involved in those organizations.
Care is not just treatment, it's trust.
Their greatest impact, both at the clinic and in the community, has been their leadership and their passion for betterment. Holly and Jim instituted at the clinic, and many may not know this, a nationally recognized research program. They have conducted and directed multiple clinical trials for new medicines and vaccines.
They've trained many physicians who have been inspired to go on to different specialties and then continue to practice in our community.
You see them using their professional talents in a multiplicity of ways to help the community, to help the profession, to help young people coming along.
Jim and Holly are family dedicated people. They're kind, they're loving, they're definitely fun. They are, I guess, the people who you would love to have as your neighbors.
We're more like family with Jim and Holly and their family. We consider them family. We travel a lot together. We've done so many, and people that you can trust and have a good time with.
They could be the poster couple, the poster matriarch and patriarch of family dynamics and positive with being engaged.
A lot of that is based off of who they were and the values that they had growing up, but also seeing what other people in the community and the generation before them had done.
At the end of life, what matters most is who shows up.
Jim and Holly have been so involved in the community in so many ways. I don't even know if we could name them all. Not only were they involved with the Ronald McDonald House for years, Jim and Dave started the idea of Men in Kilts, and that's been going on for 17 years.
We would love it if all the doctors in the community were the same as Jim and Holly Harris. They are just wonderful people who care about the community, who step up and become engaged, and they will do anything. I mean, when you see Jim in his tights or his kilts, you know that he's willing to do anything.
We've been really blessed to do Men in Kilts, and that was one of their ideas that turned out to be very fun.
Yeah, and it was about a fundraiser for Ronald McDonald House. How can we make it better? How can we make it fun? And how can we make it so everybody can enjoy being part of it?
They understood something simple. People give when they feel something.
Holly had called me about playing with this band. I thought this would be this one gig for the fundraiser. And it ended up going 10 years. that we played together, and 99% of what we did was all for benefits, for raising money for different charities.
Just to talk about the band and the funness of it, the name alone tells you that something different about it. It's Viagra Falls. And of course, when they first named themselves, they were much younger. And it was something that was ridiculous because it was something else that somebody else might be using.
The band originally got together at the same, for a Battle of the Bands to raise money, and then they just kept that going. And every single event was about raising money for some other organization. It was always for some organization. I would go to some of the concerts. I was like, wow, how do they have so many groupies? Like, who's coming out to see Viagra Falls?
I thought they were making it up when I had friends telling me they were going to see my dad play for their weekend.
The reason we did it is because we love playing music. However, we wanted to be able to do that in a way that we could all give back.
Who in South Bend doesn't know Jim and Holly Harris? They connect with everyone and they stay in touch, they reach out, they support, and they help their friends. So I think Jim and Holly, that's kind of what they do. They help people. They truly give from the heart.
I don't know that there's ever been a time that I have called on them that they haven't stepped up. They put their money where their mouth is.
Every symphony orchestra needs a power couple like Jim and Holly Harris. Their presence, their activism, their energy inspires others to do what they do, to give, to support, to look at the next generation, to look how important the arts are in our community. And as the music director of the symphony, I know that we would be in a completely different place without them. I'm so grateful for them. Without them, I couldn't do what I do. We couldn't do what we do.
You know, I think this year's theme for hospice, Giving from the Heart, kind of sums up Jim and Holly. That's like who they are.
I think when you look at hospice, you're looking at families and taking care of families at the end of life. Jim and Holly take care of families at every stage of life.
I think it's so fitting that Center for Hospice is honoring Jim and Holly. Hospice at its core, its mission is to care and be empathetic and serve those in one of the most trying times in their life. And Jim and Holly exemplify that on a day-to-day basis.
My mom and dad are some of the most generous people. My dad has the most incredible ideas and my mom puts them into action. So that's how their entire life has been.
Mom and Dad are authentically real people who value the community and what an individual can do to make an impact on it.
It takes work in private to make it work in public.
And we learned what giving back to everyone was.
I think a number of nonprofits in our area would not exist without people like Jim and Holly.
I'm glad they're getting recognized because most of what they do is truly anonymous. They do not want people to know how much impact they want to make on a community because it's not for them. They don't need people to know that because they want it to be about the people that are getting the help.
Because of them, more people are cared for. More people are trained. More people choose to give.
Physicians of excellence, organizational leaders, medical educators, nationally recognized researchers. I cannot think of two more deserving people to be honored as they are tonight.